Time to watch some more Star Trek, Season 2, Episode 5 of The Next Generation.
Five time. Well, it doesn't. If it was like the fifth season, the fifth episode, it kind of worked.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
Reducing velocity to 1/2 impulse.
Come.
Ooh.
Number one. Look at this. I've been puzzling over how the third planet could maintain such an orbit when it's theoretically impossible.
Standard orbit, Mr. Crusher?
Standard orbit.
Mr. Data, you have the bridge.
Yeah. Because usually it'd be Geordi, but he's
Engineering now, yeah. So go to Data.
Our job is not to police the galaxy.
Isn't that my speech, number one? No, of course you're right. We must not get involved.
Coordinates have been input, sir.
he's back.
That guy.
The guy who didn't write a letter.
We even negotiated several treaties between the Klingons and the Federation.
Before him, there was no Klingon word for peacemaker.
Oh, that's cool.
Now look, this is a simple, ceremonial greeting. Nothing more. All right.
Aye, sir.
This might take the cake for longest intro before the intro.
Energize.
And it's still going.
They're gonna hook us eventually.
So it seems like they're setting up for a little bit of a diplomatic episode here.
Yeah. Or I think the hook's we're gonna see this Riva person. It's gonna be not someone we know, but like someone where it's like, oh, that's I don't know.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be Patrick Stewart with a mustache or something. Like it's gonna my brother.
You wouldn't know it was going to be him.
Yeah.
Nice set.
Yeah, this looks great.
But no one's there. Oh,
Okay.
oh,
all
that's
right.
the hook.
That's the hook. They come back from the intro and they just walk in. Oh, you're here.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hello, Captain Picard.
we didn't hear you come in.
Oh, she's back.
Boo.
We've been ignored. I'll keep you informed.
I would appreciate it.
Captain.
Sir.
Greetings.
Welcome to Ramasis.
I have been expecting you.
You are empathic.
Yes.
Then, although you already know my feelings towards you, allow me to put them into words.
Oh.
He's saying his thoughts.
I think so, yeah.
Riva, the mediator,
Is deaf,
deaf,
born, and hope to die.
and the three of you speak for him.
Yes, we serve as translators. Also, I am the dreamer, part that longs to see the beauty beyond the truth, which is always the first duty of art. I am the poet.
They tend to ramble. Neglect the moment. I am passion, the libido. I am the anarchy of lust.
I appreciate it. Sounds like they have like just a slightly modulated voice.
Yeah.
It's a nice little touch.
I am also the warrior, the perfect line which never wavers.
I am that which binds all the others together. I am harmony, wisdom, balance.
Just picturing Picard. Yeah, we're just here to pick you up, so,
And so the three
Speak
of
to
you-
me!
What?
Speak directly to me.
That's a pretty cool dynamic.
It is, yeah.
Curious how it'll play out.
Enterprise, this is the away team. 7 to beam up.
I don't know how I feel about all these things, knowing my thoughts, like every thought, to the point where I even need a libido person. It's like,
Engage, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
Now they're going to have to give all that same exposition to everyone here.
Lieutenant Commander Data.
It's a pleasure to meet such a unique individual.
Thank you.
that's how you do it, Diane Pulaski.
You don't resent it.
The visor or being blind?
Either.
No, since they're both a part of me and I really like who I am, there's no reason for me to resent either one.
It's a blessing to understand that we are special, each in his own way.
Yes, that's the way I feel exactly.
That was a nice moment.
It was, yeah.
If it is not inconvenient, Counselor Troy could escort me with your permission.
Gotta get Riker's permission. I'm very interested in what the plot's gonna be because it's definitely one of those setups that's like, okay, a really interesting idea. Can you make it last 45 minutes? You know what I mean?
So, if you have rooms for us.
Oh, they separated from that.
Lieutenant Worf will escort you.
Yeah, he only needed the lust for Counselor
Yeah,
Troy.
yeah.
Being with you here now is provoking an emotional revelation.
You mean some emotion buried deep within your psyche?
Well, not that deep.
Will he be with us?
Well, until we find our own method of communication.
I look forward to that time.
Yeah, because remember, she's able to read Riker's thoughts, so she must have an ability to be able to set that up. I wonder if it like takes time or something with the person, or if that was just in the pilot and they dropped it forever.
Yeah, because everyone's been saying like she can't read thoughts, just feelings.
But she could also read her mom's thoughts when her mom showed up. So
Yeah, that's right.
it must just be people she has deep connection with or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I believe I have to get ready for a dinner appointment.
If you will excuse me.
Yes, of course.
Being here with you now is very special to me, too.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe this is working.
Captain, I'm reading laser activity on Soleus 5.
How concentrated is the activity?
It is localized, but very intense.
So much for the ceasefire.
Hailing frequencies.
Well, he hasn't even had a chance to talk to them yet.
It's true.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard, commander of the Federation's starship USS Enterprise. If you continue to violate the ceasefire,
Decent makeup.
I will abort this mission.
You have no jurisdiction here, Picard.
I command the ship that brings him. I will not endanger this ship under any circumstances.
The other faction is breaking through, sir.
Where is Reva?
I shall summon him.
Get Reva here. Counselor Troy?
He's a bit busy.
They need you on the bridge. Now.
Damn, I was so close.
The ceasefire has been broken.
I'm sure I can resolve that. Put them on the view screen.
Viewer on.
Three-way call?
Brothers, your bravery as fighters is known. Now you must demonstrate courage in a new way. Cease hostilities. Allow us to meet.
The laser fire has ceased.
For how long? These Solari don't seem likely candidates for peace.
I don't think the other shoe's ever going to drop.
I don't know. I think something about his negotiating might end up being surprising.
That's what I think it's going to be, yeah. But
Because it's like, oh, I've never failed under any circumstance. It's like,
okay.
The time for killing has come to an end.
Or the ultimate twist, they like finally get down there. He just killed immediately by the two factions. Just shoot him. Oh no!
Energize.
I'm going to write a letter to the modern Star Trek. Telling him to bring that guy back.
Ooh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
A nice blend of a real set with CGI background. Or...
Yeah.
Engineering, this is the away team.
Yes, Commander.
We are going to need your help.
I thought you might.
We would like 2 torches, head high. And what else?
Table here.
Describe it.
3-sided and, if possible, made to resemble indigenous rock.
Why is he now doing the sign language? Like earlier, he wasn't doing anything.
That's true.
And how long do you think the negotiations will take?
They won't go quickly.
The actor probably just started doing it. After the scene with Counselor Troy, he got confused and they didn't tell the actor to stop.
Yeah, they forgot. It's weird. Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Stay calm and do not respond, even if you are provoked.
We'll do our best.
Looks at Worf.
Damn, comes in strapped immediately. You know, like the classic, like, come unarmed, but then both parties come armed, you know?
Who is Reva?
I am Reva.
Or do you think he's going to, like, freak out on them because he said, remember when he yelled, look at me, don't look at them? So you think these things are going to look at the translators, he's going to freak out? I don't know.
What would him freaking out even look like? I'm curious.
No, no, never, never! Death first! Reva! Death!
Oh, no! Oh! What? Oh!
Away team to Enterprise! Beam us up now! His words are not mine.
They're getting out of there anyway.
Reva, we need you. We need you!
Well, he literally can't talk to you now.
Oh.
Talk about a twist.
Yeah, okay. It took a long time for that to drop, but it was worth it. All right, ready to go?
Yeah, real quick. Check out this comment we got.
All right. Great stuff, TA. Everyone make sure to like the video. All right, why'd you have me read that?
I just thought it was a cool comment. Don't you?
How did this happen?
A total surprise. Apparently, a member of one of the factions didn't like the idea of peace.
I don't understand what you're trying to say, Counselor.
Riva,
What?
go
What?
slowly. Slowly.
Quite a strong phaser too, able to decimate 3 people with 1 phaser shot.
Yeah.
I am so sorry that your friends were killed.
I don't give a fuck about
I'm sorry, I don't know what you were trying to tell me.
I'd say write it down, but he probably doesn't write in English.
Listen to me. You are not alone. Do you understand? We are all in this together now.
Pulaski's gonna try to put him down or for something. Oh, you're deaf, huh?
Has she even been in the episode?
No, not yet. No.
I think she was like in the background once.
She
or
was
something.
she was in Troy's seat.
Computer, continue presentation. Increase. Increase. Increase.
Always love to see this.
Nothing's fast enough for Data.
His condition is hereditary. His brain can't receive auditory information, so all the prosthetics and surgical techniques I can use wouldn't work.
I don't know what we can do to help him.
I can't do anything.
Thanks.
Counselor, couldn't you...
Confidence is faith in oneself. It can't easily be given by another.
Are you sure you couldn't do something to help his confidence there? Are you asking me to? No.
It never happened, but this would be a great excuse to have Mom come back on board. She agreed. Thoughts?
This is 2 people walking along the beach by the blue ocean at sunset.
Oh, an approving smile.
Oh, okay.
They were more than my interpreters. They were also my friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Please take me back to Ramatis.
That is regrettable. A lot more people are going to die.
So that's the reality.
Yeah.
It's possible to install optical devices which look like normal eyes. I could attempt to regenerate your optic nerve. And with the help of the replicator, fashion normal eyes. You would see like everyone else.
Wait a minute, I was told that wasn't possible.
This is a one-shot. If you decide to change your mind, there's no going back. And there are risks.
Well, this is a lot to think about.
Is this to set up her fixing Riva?
Captain is going to take you back to Ramatis. But first, he's given me permission to attempt to settle the conflict down on Soleil.
You?
When dealing with 2 factions so diametrically opposed, so entrenched in their positions, where do you start?
It's like talking to 2 Americans.
The real secret is turning disadvantage into advantage.
Why can't you do that?
Don't look at me.
That is interesting. That would give them something in common. I do not understand, Counselor. To what is he referring?
We're not even gonna get to see this negotiation, I don't think.
Engineering, this is Commander Riker.
Go ahead, sir.
You can beam the table and torches down now.
Oh yeah, you never got to do that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty cool ability, though. Will it ever come back into play doing this? Probably not.
It's similar to the way they get their food, I guess, but...
Deanna, I don't understand what he's going to do. How can he mediate without his interpreters? He won't even be able to talk to them.
Riva is going to teach them sign language.
We have a chance. They want these talks to be successful.
Well, I'm still not comfortable leaving you here alone.
Thank you for your concern. I will be fine.
Welcome to Survivor, Season 200.
But the species never showed up. He stood there for days.
Until he died.
Coordinates set, Commander.
Take us out of orbit.
I was wondering if they're going to get back to this.
You read me well enough to sense how I feel about you and what you do on this ship. But I just wanted to say the words, thank you. Well done.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was a nice little moment. It took a long time for that shoe to drop, but once it did, when those 2 species like shot the chorus and the triple death, that was crazy. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of words to say about it. This has already fallen into one of those, like, I'll probably forget about this one in a year.
A year, yeah, probably like a week. But this was definitely the longest feeling episode of the series so far. The pace was brutally slow. With that being said, I can't say I was like too bored. There were definitely other episodes in the series I've been more bored during this, more bored during other episodes than I was during this, even though it did have that slow pace. Because I enjoyed what they did with it. I kind of said it towards the beginning, like, this is a really interesting idea. How long can they make this last, and what all can they do with it? And that twist of eliminating the chorus kind of gave it what it needed for me in terms of, okay, now I can stick with it through the rest because they threw in something different. Now, how is he going to adapt to that? With that being said, absolutely not like a favorite of mine or something I fell in love with, but in terms of like a Star Trek episode, it's an interesting idea, something we haven't seen before, some diplomatic topics, which I always enjoy. So it definitely kept me interested. I don't know how great it was for a reaction, and I don't know how much we're going to have to say about it in the discussion, but yeah, I thought there was nothing about it that made me like hate the episode or anything. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, and for I'll look up who plays the actor for the discussion, but the guy who plays Reva, for just not being able to communicate, with his voice at all. Like, I think his face told a lot, even with the chorus and without it. Like, I was able to get across what he was trying to get across.
I think that I continue to be impressed with the way that the show handles what characters should do what tasks. Like, having Data learn the sign language to be able to interpret once the chorus gets killed is just like spot on of what they should have done. And so many TV shows don't have the characters built up to be able to and like have the diversity of the vast characters to be able to have that to pull from. It's hard to think of a situation where they wouldn't have someone on the crew to be able to solve the problem, because they have so much different abilities. Counselor Troy getting involved in everything too in this one, that I am really enjoying that. But it's also kind of interesting, like, wow, are they ever going to run into a situation where they have trouble because they have so many great characters that can figure it out?
Yeah, that's why the crew and show's so great, because like, we can answer those questions. Oh, so-and-so should do that, and the show will actually do that, where they do. I'm like, well, obviously Data should learn the sign language and be the interpreter. But it also makes me wonder, like you just said, like a problem's gonna come across where like it doesn't fit the expertise of any of our team members. And it's like, what do they do then?
And lastly, I just appreciate, I feel like I can sense the writing changing a little bit, throwing in little character nuggets, like Picard with that hologram on his desk. That's not something that, it comes back into the episode and means something. Like, it's just thrown in there. Geordi's whole thing with his vision, and then that moment at the end with Counselor Troy, are all just stuff that's thrown in this show, not to serve this episode, but to serve the series as a whole. So I'm appreciating we're getting more of that.
Yeah, serve the characters. Like, if someone doesn't have something to do, they'll just give a little scene like that. Like, even as like the smallest tidbit with like Worf knowing about this Reva person, and like before Reva we didn't even know the word peacemaker, like stuff like that, or it's like, you guys are gonna be calm, right? And like Riker looks at Worf like, not needed, but like it helps, keep the other characters alive instead of just standing there.